Hey guys, it's me again. We're looking at volume in prisms today. So here's the workbook that we're looking at. So volume of prisms and other solids. Now volume is the amount of space inside a three-dimensional object. So I've filled my whole lunchbox up here with water, okay, and that is the volume. You can see I haven't done it perfectly. I got air bubbles, dud. And volume is measured in centimetres cubed, millimetres cubed, or metres cubed, okay? It's cubed. Remember, when we're talking about area, it's squared, and an area would be like looking at the area that this covers. Volume is what you get on the inside. We're worried about that water, not about the size of this shape, not about the area. So volume is cubed, which is the little threes. And we're looking at how much is inside. Obviously, when we're talking about volume, we're looking at prisms. So prisms are solid shapes that have an identical opposite side. Okay, so this is a prism. I can cut this anywhere along here and have exactly the same top and bottom as what I have now. Okay, think of like a long sausage or something. You can cut it anywhere along and you've still got that circle there, although that's a complicated one because sausages are not prisms. Okay, so when you're looking at what prisms are, if you look at something like this, a little ball, all right, I could cut that anywhere along there and I would not get the same shape on the top and the bottom because some sides would be taller and some would be smaller depending on where I cut that. So this cannot be a prism. Now, Mrs. whoever this is, who is she? I don't know. Miss someone, if I cut her along anywhere there, I won't get the same shape on either side. She is definitely not a prism. If I look at my yogurt I just ate, okay, if we do not include this lip down here, I mean, it looks pretty good. You can see that anywhere I cut there I would, but that's a tricky one because we don't have those straight edges. We might come back to our yogurt container. Chamomile tea definitely is a prism. I could cut that along anywhere there, have the same size top and the same size bottom. It would always be this size. Looking at my drink bottle, okay, this one, it's not going to work, all right? So we've got little lines where it changes the shape down here and it tapers at the top. So if I slice it here or here, I'm going to have two different shapes and size circles. Oh, geez. Cordial. This is nowhere near a prism. It's nothing like a prism. You're right. The answer is no. Having a look at our glass here, again, it tapers off. That's a no. Having a look here at this box of Post-its. Now this looks good, all right? I could cut this anywhere along here and get the same shape. So yes, the Post-it box is a prism. What about my pen? Taking the lid off might help, make it a little bit more, but it does taper here down at the end. So no, not a prism. This ruler, okay, it's the same all the way up and all the way down, okay? It is rounded here again. We've got the same issue as the yogurt container. So that is another contentious issue. Tractor, which, oh, it's missing a tyre. Oh, that's really sad. I think we can all safely say nothing like a prism. Okay, so let's have a look at our textbook again. These are examples of prisms. So this darker shaded part here, if I cut anywhere along there, I'm going to get that same shape. Okay, and the same with the hexagon. If I cut along there, this thing here, I'm going to get that same shape. So these things are not prisms, a sphere, a cone, or a pyramid, okay, for obvious reasons. If I cut low down on my cone, and cones are everyone's favourite shape there, you're going to get a tiny little circle. If I cut really high up on my cone, I'm going to get a very large circle. So cones are not prisms. Now here's the things that we were talking about. So I've got my ruler that's a little bit curved here at the top, and I've got my yogurt container that has curved edges, okay? Even if it has a uniform cross section, so you can see I could cut this shape anywhere along this part and get that same kind of bean look, it's not a prism, okay? It doesn't have polygons, so it doesn't have straight edges, so it's not a prism. And it's the same with this cylinder here, okay? It doesn't have straight edges. So let's look at the things that were and weren't, okay? We decided the Post-its was a yes. The tea was a yes. Whatever this is, a 2-hole punch. Oh, there's still a 2-hole punch in there. Score. Those things were all prisms, okay? And these things were all not. And remember, when we're talking about volume, we're not talking about the area. We're not talking about the shape. We're talking about the water on the inside, the amount on the inside. And so whatever answer you get, it's always going to be cubed. Millimeters cubed, centimeters cubed, cubed. Okay? Toodaloo.